Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. The Utah Jazz made a big move last year with the trade for Mike Conley. Conley said the players they had in place, two-way guys who play unselfishly, is something I've built my game around. We have guys who are willing to do whatever it takes to win. Kevin, back to you.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, DA. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Eric Bledsoe.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Bledsoe is out there with Lonzo Ball. And then there's Steven Adams. Then there's Hayes. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. And for Utah, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Ingles outside with Favors at power forward. And it's Gobert in at the center. Well, we've seen some head coaching changes, Greg. We're early in the season. How long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
Now here's Bledsoe. Adams wide open. Offline with his 3. Now Ingles. The putback, Gobert. It's good on the putback.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Ingram. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Suns in Phoenix. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You take a look at the 76ers. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And you know, right now for the Jazz, they're obviously trending in a positive direction, but still working out some of those early season timing issues. But I have to say, I like what I'm seeing.
And it's Mitchell missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
It's good.
This is what Bledsoe loves doing. I mean, penetrating, probing, finding his way, looking to get close to the bucket. That's when he's at his best.
Now here's Conley. They had a 24-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Favors passes to Mitchell. Favors trying to break free. Excellent D there from Ball. They push it up 4 on 3. Ingram wide open. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Spotting up and knocking it down. Ingram with the sweet touch.
Conley with it. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Ingles against Ingram. Pocket 6. Right side, Ball. Plenty of space. Rebounded by the Jazz. Getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah, you know, these are two teams clearly on opposite ends of the continuum in this conference. I mean, this is a team they rightly feel they can beat every time they take the court with them.
Ingram finds Bledsoe. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
You know, so often we see Bledsoe trying to get all the way to the rim, at least as close as possible. That's the mentality I think you've got to have.
And then Mitchell at the dunk.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
I mean, simply an incredible postseason performance from Donovan Mitchell. The team went out in the first round, but he put the scoring load on his back. One of the best displays of offense I've ever seen in the postseason.
In transition, here come the Jazz. Conley leading the charge, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Down low. Left side, ball. Lobs it up there for Ingram. The shot that time, not on target. So Utah will take it the other way. You know, Greg, you look at the numbers that Mitchell put up in that series. Simply amazing.
I mean, he was putting up 40, 50-point games like it was nothing. At times, the guy looked unguardable. Truly one of the young stars to come out of the Orlando bubble.
Here's Bledsoe. He's coming off a 40-point game against the Suns in Phoenix. And another turnover here by New Orleans.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. That sends Rudy Gobert to the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Utah Jazz?
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Bledsoe dishes to Adams. Ingram against Ingles. And Adams with the slam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had 25 points last game. Back to Conley. The three. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Conley's got 5.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for New Orleans. Trailing here by 8.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
The drive by Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And the Pelicans with possession here after the basket by Utah. Ingram outside. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Brandon Ingram, a nice display of toughness from the young forward here, showing that he can score through just about anything.
Conley, the pass to Favors. And here is Mitchell. He's got 6. Here's Gobert. Doesn't go that time. Adams, some nice D. Pelicans trail by 8. Bledsoe outside. Adams outside. Hayes the pass to Bledsoe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gobert with the block, and he gets it back. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Ingles, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Hayes. The Pelicans have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Ball with it. Favors picks him up. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Conley left side. Over Hayes. They get it back. And Favors kicks to Conley. Passes it to Mitchell. The tray. They get a hand on it. Pelicans trail by 8. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Utah. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Favors. Bogdanovich comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star
No
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Here's Mitchell. The Pelicans make their last shot. Pass to Ilyasova. Back to Mitchell. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
A floater. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Ilyasova. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And now it's a 10-point Jazz lead. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Dishes it to Johnson. And stolen by Ilyasova. Now, here's Clarkson. Guarded closer. Back to Mitchell. Pulls up. Utah the rebound. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to Phoenix. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. And the Jazz with some changes. O'Neal comes in for Rudy Gobert. And Thomas subbed in for Mitchell. Both good from the line that time.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Thomas passes to Ilyasova. Now the pass to Clarkson. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 5. Thomas. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
A shot by Johnson, no good. Jazz leading by 8. O'Neal kicks to Thomas. Here's Bogdanovich. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Threat of the shot got him off balance. Nice work from Bogdanovich.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
You know, you look at Bogdanovich, and this guy is really outstanding at taking high percentage shots, and he's got what I call a natural scoring ability and mentality.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And it's off from three-point range. Jazz leading by 10. Here's Clarkson. The layup off target.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And again, New Orleans has no luck. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. O'Neal inside. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. For Utah, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
And he makes the first. He's off on the second.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
For New Orleans, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
It's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one. And Johnson drops them both. Now, here is O'Neal. He averages about 5 points a game. He kicks to Clarkson. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Ilyasova's got his second bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Passes to Ilyasova. Outside Thomas. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Here's Clarkson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz. 9-point game. Got a piece of it. And now the Pelicans on the break. A rebound by the Jazz. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Thomas. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 11.
displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And here are the Pelicans now after the basket by Utah. Basket good. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Ilyasova to the left wing. Now Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Clarkson. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Pelicans trail by 9. And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 8 points. Now Clarkson still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And from moments ago, we got this from Donovan Mitchell on how his team maintains its edge.
Well, it's been our whole story all year as the underdog, you know, and a lot of guys on this team have been that way throughout their lives and their careers. There's so many guys on the team that have been doubted.
Using that doubt, Greg, as motivation.
Whatever helps you play with urgency. If it's feeling like you're second best, use that to your advantage.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. We've got Hernan Gomez. Hart is out there with Johnson. And it's a 1-2 in at the 3 slot. The Jazz have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And the first one at the line is good. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans. He's covered by Clarkson. Johnson outside. It's tipped.
Boy, the defensive chops of Ilyasova really coming into play here. I mean, quite surprising, actually impressive at how good he is at timing those shot blocks.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
O'Neal passes to Bogdanovich. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Johnson for 3. It's hauled in by Ilyasova.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And, you know, stretching out for that one, Bogdanovich showing a little elevation for a guy who typically stays close to the ground.
Pelicans trail by 9. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. O'Neal against Ingram, and he makes that one. O'Neal with it. And the pass to Clarkson. He lobs it up. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans.
Yeah, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
A different look for Utah. Derek Favors checked in for Ilyasova. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Mike Conley in for Jordan Clarkson. Here is Conley. He has 5. Pass to Ingles. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Ingram. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Now, here's Ball. Bogdanovich missing his last shot. Ball, the pass to Adams. Over Favors. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Jazz leading by 5. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. Jazz have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Kicks to Ingles. Conley feeling it out. Inside. Here's Favors. The feed to Thomas. Shoots over Ball. Thomas, no good. And here's Bledsoe. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. For 3, Ingram. And the Pelicans miss again. So Favors will bring it up for the Jazz. They've led by as many as 11 points. Thomas, no good.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he's struggled so mightily.
Here's Bledsoe. Lays it up and banks it in. Bledsoe's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Utah calls timeout. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Steven Adams. He's right around 9 points a night, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. They need this one. He lays it in. He has 7.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Here's Bledsoe. He's got 6. The dish to Ball. And the rejection by Favors. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Count the basket.
And now you see the finishing ability of Bogdanovich. Undeterred by the contact there.
Pelicans trail by 4. Now here's Ball. 11 points for him in that last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
For the Jazz, Gobert, he's checked in for Bogdanovich, and it's Mitchell in for Matt Thomas. Bledsoe passes to Adams. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
Now here is Conley. He has 7. He's with it. Conley picks him up. Pass to Bledsoe. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Bledsoe, superb in transition. Strong, quick, always in attack mode, and he attacks with purpose.
Now Mitchell. He's got 8. And he uses the glass on the layup. Mitchell's got 10.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Bledsoe with it. He kicks it to Ball. Adams. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Conley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Boy, you look at Mike Conley. He's been around a long time, folks. Double-digit years. Does a little bit of everything out there, and outstanding, not only in the locker room, but also in the community, too. Just 5-star in every way.
The first one falls. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for New Orleans, trailing by 5. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Now here's Ingram, following the miss by Michael Conley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Pelicans making a change here. Owundu's checked in. Off the inbound pass. Misses off the right iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That's his 1st foul. A different look for Utah. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Favors. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Now here's Ilyasova. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the pass to O'Neal. Deep. It's hauled in by Adams. Pelicans trail by 5. Bledsoe left side. Ingram kicks to Bledsoe. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
Using that quickness to his advantage. Bledsoe annihilating the defense off the drive there.
Here's O'Neal. He dishes it to Clarkson. Pass to Gobert. Jazz passing it around. Here's Mitchell. Here's Clarkson. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Another miss by Utah. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line, throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Off they go on a 3-on-1 break, and the shot goes in. Ilyasova's got 6.
You know, even with the contact, Ilyasova knocks it down. The longtime vet has seen a lot in his day, unfazed there.
The Pelicans trail. And here's Bledsoe. He's got 10. Pass to Awundu. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Kicks it to Adams. Shoots over Clarkson. Again, the Pelicans score. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
A tight game here in Utah. Bledsoe passes to Adams. Floats one. The putback, and it's Adams on the follow.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Now here's Bledsoe. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. Utah has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Ilyasova passes to Mitchell. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Bledsoe, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Ingram attacking. That shot missing. Utah leading, and now Utah fast break. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by O'Neal. Mitchell's got 10 points now just in this quarter. We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Bledsoe. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You got to try to keep Bledsoe out of the lane. You can't let him get in there. As soon as that happens, you're in trouble. Big trouble.
New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops.
You know, one of the things I'd like to see Bledsoe improve on is his passing. Other than that, I think his overall game is pretty solid.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both. There's 25 seconds left now here in the second. Now, here's Mitchell. Not a lot of room. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Releases. The shot, no good. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 18 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. What did you think about Utah, Kenny?
Well, one area where they have had the upper hand is scoring off the bench. When the second unit guys have come in, they brought a lot of energy with them. And that's what you need from your reserves, energy. And they gave a lot of energy and a big jolt.
And Shaq, how'd you think the Pelicans were playing?
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell them stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Adams, some nice D. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 1-point game. Ball against Mitchell. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. And it's Adams on the follow.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Bledsoe against Conley. Pass to Gobert. To the middle. Here's Mitchell. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Ingram. Shoots from the high post. Good as the jump shot falls. Ingram's got 15.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Conley against Bledsoe. Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Bledsoe finds Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Boy, the versatility of Brandon Ingram. Remarkable at putting the ball in the basket in any number of ways.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Now here's Favors. Back to Mitchell. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 assists tonight.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Bledsoe. 14 points for him. Utah with the rebound. Favors has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Mitchell with it. Now defended by Adams. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Ingram passes to Adams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For New Orleans, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. Throw good, Adams. And so Adams nails both of them. So it's Utah now. Favors attacking, and Derek Favors with the slam.
I love whenever Favors attacks the bucket. Knows not many guys are going to be able to stop him down low.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Bogdanovich is checked in for Utah. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Ball kicks to Hayes. Adams against Gobert. Down low. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. 6 to shoot. Ingram dishes to Hayes. Fires the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
Here's Ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And let's see now which shooting guards have been on target the most over the last 10 games. Donovan Mitchell, number 1.
And he is not a wasteful player. That much we've learned. I mean, he makes the most of the good looks he gets. And if it's not there, he's not going to force a bad shot.
Yeah, and he's efficient and he's intelligent in his shot selection. You're exactly right there, but don't take away from the fact that he's a tremendous pure shooter as well. Even when he's got a hand right in his face, I mean, he makes tough shots.
Jazz leading by 6. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He has 6 to the inside, and he gets the bucket. Gobert's got 11 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The pass to Adams. Ingram deciding where to go with it.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Pelicans trail by 10. Ball, the pass to Adams. Ingram against Bogdanovich. Now here's Ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Bogdanovich, no luck. The Pelicans have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And again, New Orleans has no luck. On offense, here are the Jazz. They're on a 17-6 run. Lets it fly from 18. No good there. And New Orleans will come the other way. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game, as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip.
Nice quickness displayed there by Ball. Lethal in the open floor. Actually, that's his best game, open court basketball. Tough matchup for the D.
Mitchell is double. Shoots. Here's Favors. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Utah.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
He's off on the first, and Utah making a change here. Thomas is checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Johnson's checked in. And he sinks the second. Pelicans trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
And ball handlers like Mitchell really elevate your offense. His precision passing to pass the basketball at the right time, really a terrific ability.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for Favors. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's around 10 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And, you know, a chance here to see where the Pelicans sit in the NBA statistically.
And their gift for offensive rebounding definitely evident in all those second chance points. The two go hand in hand. Make no mistake, if you don't box out, you're going to pay.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Pelicans trail by 13. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Passes it to Johnson. Clock at 6. Back to Hernan Gomez. That 3 off the mark. It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
For New Orleans, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And that one falls for Johnson. Clark, a simple way to let the players be heard were the phrases they had on the backs of their jerseys in the Orlando bubble.
Yeah, I love the creativity of that, Kevin. Again, players being proactive and desiring to use the platform they've been given through basketball and their particular brands to speak to issues that resonate with them, issues of inequality and racial injustice, and to do so in a way that was unique and yet appropriate, I think is a win-win. I really do. Now, the conversation and slogans are important as a part of agitation, but now it's a matter of targeted, strategic action that can be carried out, not just by players in the league, but by all of us in our own circles of influence to effectuate change and make our world a bit better than we found it.
Here's Adams following the bucket by the Jazz. Launches a three. The rebound by the Jazz. Favors has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Thomas. Pelicans with the rebound, and the call will be made against Matt Thomas. That's his first foul. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Pelicans trail by 14. Pass to Hart. Here's Hernan Gomez. Defended by Gobert. Hernan Gomez kicks to Hart.
And they've got to get back to what they were doing in that first half if they want to somehow win this game. The offense has gone stagnant.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Now Clarkson, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
And that one against the Raptors, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
You know, one of those rare second-round picks who played well immediately. Clarkson was first-team all-rookie and continues to develop.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. Pelicans trail by 16. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Johnson, a wide open look from outside off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And so it's New Orleans with it after Bogdanovich missing on that last three-pointer.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here for the Jazz. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Favors. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich. And O'Neal subbed in for Thomas. Eric Bledsoe checked in for New Orleans. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
And both free throws good for Ilyasova.
A couple of things that make Ilyasova so unique are his quickness and shooting ability at 6'10".
Clarkson against Bledsoe. Gomez kicks to Johnson. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. The Pelicans fourth.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
The first one falls. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Jazz. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Jazz leading by 16. Clarkson with the ball. Gobert finds Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Utah. Ingles, that's for 2. Off the left rim and out. Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Pulls up for 3. Johnson can't hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
So it's the Pelicans now after the basket by Utah. Here is Bledsoe. He's got 14, and so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. On defense, Utah. Shot's good by Bledsoe. And here's Clarkson. He kicks to Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mitchell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mitchell's got 10 points in just the second half.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
And yes, it's good. And the Jazz lead by 20.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Bledsoe passes to Gomez. Ilyasova against Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert, and it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. That free throw, no good. That's off as well, so he misses both.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And the Pelicans miss again. Utah leading by 20. To the middle. Here's Ilyasova. It's stolen by Johnson. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Hart. And finished off by Hernangomez.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
Now here's Ingram. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ingram's got 7 now in this quarter. Got it off in time, and that one released in time, but no good.
I like how Bledsoe uses his athleticism to challenge shots and try to get into the head of the shooter.
And so it's Utah with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And we'll be right back after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. So for New Orleans right now, James Johnson is out there with Ingram. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Hernangomez in at the 5.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Mitchell kicks to Ilyasova. Back to Mitchell. And there's the pass to Ingles. This one for 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Well, he's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Now here's Johnson. Back to Hernangomez. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Free throw good, Hernangomez. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Johnson. And so he makes both from the line. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Pass to Gobert. Ingles in the corner, kicks it to Ilyasova. Mitchell against Ball. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Ball with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Ball, the pass to Hayes. Back to Ball for the 3. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Jazz leading by 17. Passes to Ingles. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Here's Bledsoe following the bucket by the Jazz.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
A wide open look here for Ingles. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game. Pelicans trail by 21. Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Ingram against Ingles. Gobert with the block. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Ingram. That one good for 2. Ingram's got 22 points.
Yeah, you know, he's slight of build, lanky and long and athletic, but he still finishes through contact, and he's not afraid to go in there and take the hit either.
Now, here's Mitchell. Mitchell is double. Ilyasova passes to Gobert. Bucket is good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, in the NBA, in basketball in general. One guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Stolen by Bledsoe. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Ball's running and slam dunk by Ingram.
How about that high wire action from Ingram, getting up there and pulling off the Houdini?
Mitchell passes to Ingles. Mitchell looking it over. Inside. And favors kicks to Ingles. And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans trail by 20. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Outside for Bledsoe. Ingram outside. Tries yet again. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 26 points for Brandon Ingram.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. On the wing, Ingles. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Ingram. Offensive rebound. Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
Pelicans trail by 19. Bledsoe passes to Hernan Gomez. Ingram against Ingles. The high post shot goes back up, and Hernan Gomez with the lay-in. Hernan Gomez has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Outside Conley. Ingles in the corner. Ball against Mitchell. Back to Ingles. Puts up a three. Here's Favors. A second chance effort, and the basket by Ingles. Ingles has got 11 points here in just the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Here's Bledsoe. Gobert with the block, but he recovers it. That's tipped. Just 2 to shoot. No good from Bledsoe. Jazz leading by 19. Here's Ingles, and goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway. Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg, the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but
yes.
I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we all like to see it.
Ingram attacking. He had stolen by Ingles. One-on-one fast break. Mitchell is double. Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting it.
Now here's Ball. Will it go? 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he can't get the first one.
You know, you look at Ball's size and speed and confidence, very impressive. An exciting prospect who I think has an all-star future.
Second free throw, no good. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true.
And since halftime, he just doesn't have a clue when it comes to shooting.
And the basket by Ingles.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Adams' shot is off.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And he's got the smarts to take advantage of the shaky defense. Conley's been around the block a few times.
And that one falls for Mike Conley.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Alexander Walker. Wandu passes to Alexander Walker. Adams outside. Pass to Marshall. Here's a Wandu. They can't stop the run with that one.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Here's Alexander Walker. There's the pass to Adams. Here's a Wandu. Second chance shot, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
That one is off. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Azubuike against Adams.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Adams. Passes it to Gabriel. New Orleans moving it around. Clock at 6. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And this is what the D gets. Not boxing out Adams is a great way to get dunked on.
Pass to Hughes. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. You remember it like it was yesterday. That free throw good from Ilyasova. Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Pelicans. So he gets them both. And the Pelicans with possession here. Awandu kicks to Hernan Gomez. Here's Alexander Walker. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Utah the foul. And he knocks down the first one. And Utah making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The pass to Ilyasova. Back to Clarkson.
Nice strong move there by Clarkson. He'll get free throws.
Free throw good. Clarkson. And both free throws good for Clarkson. New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Hernan Gomez. The shot from the low post is good. Hernan Gomez has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Jazz.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Donovan Mitchell.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Pass to Awandu. 6 to shoot. Count that bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now Clarkson. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much, Rudy. A big win in front of the home crowd. How did that feel?
Great. The fans are great. We shot the ball. We played better defense in the second half, and it's great to win for us and for our fans.
Always been one of the best crowds in the league. Thanks, Rudy. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.